Why is it wrong to judge women who smoke when they're pregnant? If it is, I am going to keep doing it. Don't fucking smoke, drink, or do drugs while pregnant. It's not wrong. Knock yourself out judging them. I've smoked for 20 years but quit during pregnancies and breastfeeding. IDK if it's the hormones or what, but I found it easy to quit during those times. I'm pretty judgmental about it myself. Same with people that smoke inside the house and around their kids. Edit. I would just like to add this for anyone else that wants to use the abortion comparison and claim it's hypocritical. What exactly is life without supportive measures? It's being able to breathe and convert oxygen into carbon dioxide and having a functional brain. Essentially. Sure. You could take someone that is brain dead and on life support and classify them as alive until you remove those measures. But are they really alive? A pregnant person is the life support system for a fetus. Without the support, the fetus cannot survive. Choosing to admit up front that you cannot support the fetus now or when it becomes a responsibility outside of the body is better emo than deciding to be a support system and then doing your best to provide not only the bare minimum, but to actively subject your responsibility to toxins that can harm them and set them up for a lifetime of struggle and illness. My body, my choice, is fine when you make sure it is only your body. Choosing to keep a pregnancy means it is no longer only your body. It's not hypocrisy. It's understanding where the somewhat hazy line is. It isn't. They're shitty parents emo. Or future parents. My mom quit like you. Anyone who can't isn't suitable to be a parent. Judge them as hard as you can. They put their child's health in extreme danger for nothing. In my country it's illegal for pregnant women to smoke, and if they do and their child gets a damage from that, they will be sued. The child is not your body as a pregnant woman. It's its own individuum and has its rights. That is one of those rights the child has already pre-birth. For context, that might seem a little radical conservative for a few Americans, but abortion is completely legal. And even paid by the insurance here. But if you decide to get a child and then drink and smoke, oh, you'll wish you didn't. It's probably because nicotine is one of the most addictive substances out there. I'm a guy. If I just suddenly had to quit, for any reason, I don't know if I could do it. It's not a good decision. But I kind of understand. That being said, I had a cousin who smoked when pregnant. And it bothered me a lot. I don't think it's right. But her father had just died and she probably didn't have it in her to quit. This entire thread is people patting themselves on the back. I agree it's horrible. I do know that sometimes though you can't immediately cut cold turkey without risk of miscarriage. Sometimes. It definitely is wrong to be smoking during pregnancy, and the risks are more than clear. As well as it is obvious that it should not happen. But I find it to be way too harsh to go down paths to say, they're monsters, they're pieces of shit, etc. I will not ever encourage smoking during pregnancy. However, I know my mother smoked during pregnancy. And luckily I turned out perfectly fine. And just thinking about some people saying these things about my mom hurts me deeply. Because she is one hell of a strong and fantastic woman that has never, not once, done any less than putting myself above her and giving me everything she had to offer. She is great and I love her deeply for the strength she has and the love she gave me. I don't think it's putting themselves above you when they're smoking during pregnancy. I think just everybody is different and some battle with addictions on a whole different level. While for some it's easy to quit cold turkey. The concept of addiction is a complex one. For sure. My mother also had a whole lot of other things on her plate during the pregnancy with me, which probably added up to her inability to quit. Sadly, I hope one day she will be able to. I love you, Mom. I'll judge anyone who smokes, tbh. Pregnant woman just makes it much worse. Not wrong. My mom was a smoker, but every time she smoked with me and my sister, she would end up puking. This was before she found out she was pregnant. Once she knew, the smokes went away until we were born. I mean, clearly you need the nicotine, but there's steps to help you out. It's like drinking coffee. Yeah, you can have 1 cup, but you shouldn't be having a whole pot. A lot of people saying it's okay to judge. And I agree with that. But on the other hand, it's really not any of your business to say something to her about it. That may be where some of the confusion comes from. I'd say it's not wrong to judge. I do it all the time. It's another to perch at someone, let another someone you don't know how you feel about their choices unless it directly affects you. Because judging anyone is wrong. Just because they're doing something wrong doesn't mean you should too. And judging people gets nothing accomplished. You should try to understand where they're coming from and the systems that got them to that place. Judging these individual women isn't going to fix anything. Empathizing and understanding that it's an addiction, and that getting pregnant isn't magically going to make that addiction go away, will help you realize that the real problem is the actual drug itself. And the real solution is to go after the systems that exist that allow that drug to be so easily acquired and allow for these addictions to form and thrive. And the marketing and media messages that tempt people into taking up the habit in the first place. Then you can question who really profits from those women being so addicted to smoking that they're putting their children in harm to do so. That's the real culprit. I believe that all the people in the comments saying it isn't wrong to judge and cursing the smokers and so on are being very shallow. Addictions can be very tough to overcome even when it's life-threatening. The best thing is to have empathy. Try to understand. Talk to the person and be helpful. Judging and hating gets us nowhere. Can I be the stupid one for a sec? I understand you shouldn't smoke or drink when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, but like, why? No one taught us this in school. Which is terrible considering it was an all-girls school. One thing I try to keep in mind is that they may be quitting drugs like coke or heroin, and trying to quit everything at once could lead to relapsing on the drugs. It's not wrong judging someone. It's more your actions that would potentially be wrong. As the saying goes, sometimes if you have nothing nice to say nothing at all. Like you say, you don't know their story and it's not really your business what they do with their lives. I would try to be a little more cautious about judgment in this case. Certainly, some of those women have the ability to quit and are being selfish about refusing to do so. However, some of them may not actually be able to put the nicotine down. Addiction is a complicated thing. I used to smoke myself. Been cigarette-free for almost a decade now. I remember how it took several tries to quit and it wasn't easy. Some of them probably deserve blame. But others may not have the willpower to quit even if they want to. You can feel how you like about it and judge all you want, but ultimately it's none of your business. Why do some people succeed in quitting drugs and some don't? Why did you start smoking in the first place and I didn't? I don't get why anyone would smoke. It's disgusting. You say, why not start back up when baby is born? That is harmful to your child as well. Even if you don't smoke inside the house, the kid will see smoking as something that is normal and chances that he'll start smoking later on. is increased significantly, endangering his health. Honestly, I don't understand why you didn't stop smoking before you got pregnant. Once you're into the, okay, let's have a kid, phase, you should have stopped IMHO. Whilst you see stop smoking as soon as you knew you were pregnant is on time. I'd see that as too late. Point is, we are all different. What is easy for you, is impossible for somebody else.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.